You have 3 months left. That's what Maria Rodriguez's accountant told her in August 2024. Bella Cucina, her family-owned Italian restaurant in Austin, Texas, was on the edge of closing. She was working 70 hours a week, drowning in staff schedules, marketing, and admin tasks. Cooking and talking to customers, the parts she loved, were slipping away. Then she discovered 3 AI tools that gave her 15 hours back every week. Slowly, the restaurant began to turn around, and revenue climbed from $28,000 to $33,000 a month, an 18% increase. This is the story of Bella Cucina and how AI saved a small business that was weeks away from closing its doors. Small restaurants usually run on thin margins, and their owners feel it every single month. Industry data show the average restaurant profit margin ranges from 3 to 5%. That means one bad month can do real damage. One slow season can end everything. Maria Rodriguez opened Bella Cucina in 2019 using her life savings. She also brought something more personal, a family recipe book passed down through 3 generations. But by 2023, she was on the edge of bankruptcy. And the reason was not the food. The food was exceptional, and her customers noticed. Bella Cucina even earned 5-star reviews across Google, Yelp, and Facebook. People loved the place. The real problem was time. Maria was spending more than 30 hours every week on tasks that had nothing to do with making great food or serving customers. She handled social media posts. She built staff schedules. She created promotional graphics. She sent marketing emails. She replied to online reviews and updated menus. She didn't want to be a jack of all trades, but hiring help wasn't an option. A full-time marketing and administrative hire would cost between $40,000 and $50,000 per year. Her margins simply could not support that expense. Then her accountant delivered the verdict, and Maria knew something had to change, and fast. Part 1, the crisis point. Let's look at where Bella Cucina really stood in the summer of 2024. Each month, the restaurant brought in about $28,000. Expenses came in close behind at roughly $26,500. That left a net profit of just $1,500. That $1,500 still had to cover Maria's pay. When you did the math, she was working around 70 hours a week for the equivalent of about $5 an hour. That was $2 less than the federal minimum wage per hour. It was not sustainable, and she knew it. This is what a typical week looked like for her. She spent over 40 hours in the kitchen and on customer service, and another 30 hours on admin tasks. She could not keep up with it all. She missed her daughter's soccer games on many Saturdays. Soon, the social media posts became inconsistent. Reviews sometimes sat unanswered for days. Her marketing materials looked amateur because she was learning as she went, and the email list was barely being used at all. At the same time, 2 newer restaurants opened less than a mile away. Both had polished branding. Both were active online. Both looked professional and modern to anyone scrolling past. Bella Cucina began to lose customers. She cried quietly in the kitchen one night, wishing she had more hours in the day and fewer worries in her head. Part 2, the first AI tool. One of Maria's regular customers worked in tech. Over time, he noticed how stressed she looked. One day, he made a simple suggestion. He told her to try ChatGPT. Maria was skeptical. She was not looking for new tools. She was just trying to survive. But by late August 2024, she felt she had no choice. She paid $20 for ChatGPT Plus and decided to test it on the task that drained her the most, her social media. Before AI, creating posts was a slow and exhausting process. This time, she tried something different. She opened ChatGPT and explained what Bella Cucina was. She asked for 7 Instagram posts that felt warm and welcoming. She mentioned homemade pasta, family recipes, and daily specials. About 30 seconds later, ChatGPT generated 7 complete posts. The captions were written. The hashtags were already there, but she didn't post. She spent half the night tweaking the post, afraid it would make Bella Cucina look unprofessional. When a post went live, Maria held her breath, waiting to see if anyone would notice it wasn't 100% her words. But it got better. Maria reviewed everything. She adjusted the wording. She added details about specific dishes. Encouraged, she moved on to reviews. Bella Cucina received steady feedback on Google, Yelp, and Facebook. writing thoughtful replies used to take about 10 minutes per review. Now, she copied each review into ChatGPT and asked for a warm response thanking the customer and highlighting that the restaurant is family-owned. She then added a personal detail before posting it. ChatGPT would generate a response. She'd personalize it and then post it. After just these 2 changes, Maria had already reclaimed 5 hours every single week. Part 3. Adding visual AI. By September 2024, about a month into her AI experiment, Maria was ready to tackle the next major bottleneck, creating visual materials for her restaurant. Before AI, she used the free version of Canva and spent a lot of time struggling with layouts and designs. When she ran out of time, she would hire freelancers, paying between $50 and $100 per graphic. Over the course of a month, these costs quickly added up. Once she upgraded to Canva Pro for $13 per month, she gained access to AI-powered design tools. Almost immediately, she noticed a difference. She started with daily social media graphics. Each graphic had previously taken about 20 minutes to create. Now she simply typed the prompt into Canva's AI. Within about 15 seconds, Canva generated multiple design options. Maria picked one, inserted a photo of the actual dish, made minor text adjustments, and finished the graphic in about 4 minutes. Next, she tackled menu updates. Previously, updating the menu required reformatting everything in Word, which took about 3 hours. She also paid to have the menus professionally printed. With Canva AI, she could generate a polished menu design in a fraction of the time, export it as a PDF, and print it herself. The total time dropped from 3 hours to about 45 minutes. Email marketing had also been neglected. Her list included more than 800 customers, but creating newsletter graphics was too time-consuming. Using Canva AI, she designed professional headers, promotional images, and layouts in minutes. Overall, the AI visual tools saved Maria about 3 hours per week. Combined with the time she had already saved using ChatGPT, she was now ahead by 8 hours each week. Part 4. The Operations Breakthrough. By October 2024, Maria had already reclaimed 8 hours per week. But one major time sink remained: staff scheduling and inventory management. Her lead server admitted she felt guilty for asking for schedule swaps every week, knowing it drained Maria even more. She was still using paper schedules and Excel spreadsheets. Each week, creating the staff schedule, managing shift swaps and last-minute changes, tracking inventory, and preparing orders manually took up valuable hours. That's when she upgraded her POS system to Toast, which had recently added AI-powered scheduling and inventory features. At first, Maria worried that the AI-generated schedule might contain mistakes or that she could overbook staff or run out of key ingredients. But the tool worked better than she expected. Toast's AI analyzed her sales patterns and suggested optimal staffing levels, saving roughly $800 a month in unnecessary labor while improving service speed. She still needed more staff hours to cover busier shifts, so total labor costs rose slightly, but every shift ran smoothly, and the team was not overworked. Inventory management improved just as much. Toast tracked ingredients in real time and suggested orders based on historical usage, upcoming busy periods, current promotions, and seasonal trends. Inventory management improved just as much. Toast tracked ingredients in real time through the POS. When supplies ran low, the AI suggested orders. Part 5. The revenue impact. Customer experience improved quickly, and the reviews got even better. Regular customer Jessica noticed the difference and left a review in October. "I don't know what changed, but 𝐵𝐿𝐴 feels more polished. The daily specials look professional. They respond to questions instantly, and Maria actually had time to chat with my family last." Another loyal customer, Tom, added, "𝐵𝐿𝐴's Instagram used to post randomly. Now I see what's for lunch every day at 10 a.m. I've started coming weekly instead of monthly." By November 2024, 6 months after adopting AI, 𝐵𝐿𝐴's monthly revenue had climbed to $33,000. At the same time, expenses went up slightly to $28,200. And of course, not every increase was due to the cost of AI tools. It was primarily due to higher food and labor costs from the increased customer traffic. The time AI freed up allowed Maria to focus on what really drives revenue: food quality, customer experience, and keeping her marketing consistent. That meant Maria's net profit had jumped to $4,800 a month, compared with just $1,500 before she started using AI. Some of that growth came from her weekly emails, which brought back about 12 lapsed customers. Daily social media posts increased walk-ins by roughly 8 people per week, and a stronger online presence helped 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐲𝐬𝐚 land 3 new catering jobs worth around $2,000 in total. And she was working 55 hours per week instead of 70. Part 6. The cost breakdown. Let's break down what this AI transformation actually costs Maria each month. ChatGPT Plus costs $20 per month. Maria spent $13 per month on Canva Pro. She paid $165 per month for Toast POS with AI features. Altogether, her total monthly investment was $198. In return, 𝐁𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐸𝐺's monthly profit jumped to $4,800, a $3,300 increase over her previous baseline. That means she earned roughly 16 times what she invested in AI. But the real value went beyond money. Maria regained her time and her peace of mind. She could finally enjoy running her restaurant instead of drowning in administrative tasks. She had space to develop new recipes, properly train her staff, and be present for her family. The restaurant that was weeks from closing is now thriving, with expanded catering and plans for a second location. Maria Rodriguez's story shows something important. AI is not just for tech companies or giant corporations. Small businesses, especially those with tight margins and limited staff, can benefit even more. Maria realized that the hardest lesson wasn't learning new tools. It was trusting herself to let go of tasks that didn't need her hands. If you are a small business owner who feels stretched too thin by everything except running your actual business, AI is not some distant future. It is here now and more accessible and affordable than most people realize. In the next video, we'll see how an e-commerce store went from 50 orders per month to 500 orders per month by using AI for customer service, product descriptions, and ad copy. The results are even more dramatic than what we saw with 𝐁𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐸𝐺.